Okay. We are live. Hello, welcome. Welcome, everybody. I want to introduce Victor Nawrocki, the greatest realtor here in Orlando. If you're looking for a place to move to Orlando, right near the Magic, this is the guy you want to get to know tonight. So hello, Victor.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good, good. We wanted to start tonight. Fireworks start at 6:30.
Yeah.
And we wanted to start with some of this.
So,
this is his main foyer area.
This is what they call, when I was buying the house, they said this section is the gallery because you put up all your family pictures in it. And it ended up turning out to be the gallery. But I got my favorite cast members over at from Streetmosphere. I got 2 Streetmospheres, and I got batteries are a little bit on this. I didn't realize. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, all my little Disney.
You're a really big Mary Poppins fan, as we can see.
Absolutely. Don't forget to show them a picture of me and.
This is the big one, everybody.
That's the big one.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, I love him.
Of Mary Poppins fame. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Celeste. Let's see. That's a great picture right there. Of the castle. Look at that.
Kevin John, Disney artist.
Okay. This is really neat, too.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
And, of course, up above, how crazy is this? Who would not want a monorail
Isn't this neat?
system above their heads? We've got one running right here, moving its way. It's the blue monorail.
Now, I've got to find a little bit of a ladder system so I can get up there really easy, and I have to put new batteries in this guy. So,
and we've got one waiting for further traffic clearance.
Yes, it's waiting for clearance.
Right here. Yeah. Piccolo says this house is the second happiest place on earth. Maddie V says no way. So we've got a whole house tour.
Yeah, I've got
to show you all.
Where are we? 6:14.
It's 6:15. If you want to wait.
A little bit after the fireworks, sure. Let me show you outside. I really want to show you what I got outside.
All right, you guys have to see outside because it's
this is really
magical. Super magical.
So I've got my Mickey lantern.
Where do you get something like that?
Well, there's, you know what? On my Facebook page, I'm going to be putting a list of everything you see here, but I could show you where to get them like that.
Okay. Okay.
So on my Facebook page, by the end of the day, I'll make a list of anything we mention.
That sounds great, guys, in case you're interested in any of that.
Now we're getting outside. So I can take
and of course, DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com is where you can get all the socials.
Yes, DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com. That's where you could find my Facebook real estate page. I'll pin it to the top. I'll have it done this afternoon.
That sounds great.
This evening.
That sounds great.
So yeah. So what else did I want to show you out here?
So this is a great patio area.
Oh,
try to point out any Disney stuff. I love that orange bird pillow right there.
I got on Etsy.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah, and then we are in Winter Garden. I'm 1.5 miles away from Disney World. The castle is directly. You see where those string of lights?
Yes.
Are? Right that way, 1.5 miles.
Okay.
So, I came out here to look at the lots because I heard they only had one lot left that had firework view. And I said, okay, I better run out there and get it. And I came out that night. New construction is awful. They will not hold it for a couple of hours for you or anything. So I said, I had to put a deposit, then come out and make sure I could see the fireworks.
Yeah.
But I see the fireworks every night. The thing was, in February, I moved in February 2020, and then in March, of course, they shut off the fireworks. But let me show you what I got out here. This is so cool.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, you're seeing this for the first time.
I am seeing it for the first time.
So I don't
Step
know
back
if you
here.
can really see the chairs. These chairs are. I love them. absolutely love them. They're Hollywood. Okay, so they're recycled from all the plastic bottles and everything, made in the USA. So not only are they made here, but they also save all these thousands of bottles from being thrown into the ocean. And then
This
this
is amazing.
My favorite thing in the world.
It's amazing.
So I actually have the link that you can go and buy the designs online at Etsy, and I'll put that on my Facebook page tonight too.
For anybody that doesn't know, that replicates one of the or several benches in Toy Story Land. It's the popsicle sticks.
I know, isn't it great?
That was such a cool thing for Imagineers to come up with.
I love it. I love it. I heard that it started at Disneyland. They had it, and then it was in Toy Story Land here. And mine's a little different, I think. But this is what I found. The light went out.
Oh, I turned it out.
Oh, okay, good. And then these are my favorite out here.
Those are great.
Because I have it set on a timer. Comes on 15 minutes before sunset, and then at midnight it turns off.
And it changes colors.
Yes, that was
Just went from red to pink to orange to yellow.
Because the lights are just really, and they synchronize and everything. I was very, very surprised that worked.
See if
and
I
then
can.
I have my little lighthouse there. I'm from New Jersey, so that's
okay.
It's supposed to be like the Cape May Lighthouse. Of course, the lighthouse is round; it's not square.
Sure.
Oh! Let me show you this. You know, all this stuff was really not that expensive. It wasn't. Nothing here is more money than you would normally spend.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit more, different. But look at this. So, Magic Kingdom 1 mile away, Animal Kingdom 5.3, Epcot 4.7, Hollywood Studios 5.7.
That is so cool. I think I need to get myself one of these.
Yeah, I had to make that. These I got all from Etsy, these, and then I just had it put onto a post.
Nice. Pris Z says that. What'd she say? That's it. I'm moving to Florida, and I know she's thinking of it. And this is why we're doing this tonight, so that you can get to know Victor.
To infinity and beyond.
That's a super chat. That's how they come through.
Oh, cool!
Yes. Everybody blast the chat for the Curtis family and that $1.99 super chat. It says, thanks for opening your home, Victor. Do you have any mugs?
Yes, I do.
I am known for Disney mugs.
Oh, I'll get you some.
I'm addicted.
I'll get you some.
Oh, my wife would love that.
Yeah, Victor's. I call it Victor's Vista.
Yes.
So, remind me, I got to give them mugs too.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely.
So everybody, blast the chat for the Curtis family. Thank you, guys.
Mugs today. Thank you. That's great. Remember. Yeah. So I see the fireworks here. Right there, where you see those 3 windows.
Yes.
Right over there, right where the string of lights are. It'll be right. And I was
right there.
I was so afraid that when they changed to Enchantment, that they may change something, that they may make it smaller, more conservative, but it's bigger and bolder. It's 3 minutes shorter, but it's higher and bigger than it was. So I'm thrilled, because the one great thing is I would have wanted to be maybe closer so I get bigger fireworks. But the water gives me a complete reflection.
Ooh, that's right.
So I live stream. Anybody wants to know, I live stream the fireworks 2 nights a week from my house. So it's great. I mean, it's really, and this is a perfect night, obviously.
It's just so cool. You can just casually come out and be like, yeah, I'll watch the fireworks tonight.
Exactly. Oh, I do.
And sit on your popsicle bench.
I'll have dinner out here. Well, actually, I put the popsicle bench inside.
Oh, do you?
And only when guests. Sorry, I am not ruining that thing in the rain.
I gotcha.
I will never. This will never see rain.
So, if people were interested in that to order that, what does something like that cost?
Order this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I found the designs for it online, and I had a Matthews Hope Chest, which is it's really a unique thing here, where there's homeless people, and they're giving them a startup, teaching them woodworking and all that, and they gave me a price of it was like $600.
Okay.
And I thought $600 for a bench like this with all, I mean, the guy spent so much time on it. I'm like, he's.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
Perfectly
just,
made.
I could never have done this myself. It's beautiful.
And the quality is really good.
Oh yeah, and he really knew. Like he said, he had purchased the wood and said we have to let it settle, and we was pressing it so it doesn't warp. You know, oh great, okay, I don't want no warping.
Amanda, go to disneyatyourdoorstep.com. That'll take you to the socials like Facebook and everything.
Yeah, on Facebook I'll post anything that you're interested in, and you could email me, and my email is at disneyatyourdoorstep.com. So if you're like a YouTuber, my YouTube's there, my Facebook's there, my I don't tweet too much.
I don't tweet much either.
Okay, so let's go. How are we doing on time?
We're at 6:24.
Wow,
We're doing all right, huh?
we're doing okay. Okay.
We're going to keep you all occupied until the
Well,
fireworks. Fireworks are 6:30.
Now, one of the things that my guests, when they come here, they get Mickey premium bars.
Oh, look at this.
That's and you guys on.
We get Mickey Premium bars this evening, everybody.
Publix was all out of them. I had to go to all the way to Target, which was around the corner, but still.
So Victor is let's see. Worm says, I'm new here. Who's Victor? Victor is a realtor here in the Orlando area, and he specializes in finding homes for people who want to live right near Disney. And we're going to give you that example right here on his patio tonight as we get to watch Enchantment from his backyard view. So it's great.
Yeah.
He's got his own Mickey bar there.
You are? Thank you.
You can't say no to Mickey bars.
You cannot say no to a Mickey.
Thank you.
Who would say no to a
Do you want one, honey?
Thank you.
You want a Mickey bar?
Make me fatter than I am.
There you go. So, I bought this house, new construction, custom home. So, a great benefit to that is you get to pick out all your colors and everything like that. So,
Let's see.
I've been doing a lot of new construction these last couple of years.
We've been spoiled. The last two houses we've lived in have been new construction too.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing like new construction,
Yeah, if you can, it really is a benefit.
It's pretty amazing.
If it's a good price.
Yeah.
Some are a little crazy, some of them. But yeah, I've been doing mostly new construction. And there's some great areas like Claremont. You can still get decent prices comparatively to close to Disney. Anything right around Disney comes with a little bit more of a price tag right now. But Claremont is great because Claremont's going to have better access to Disney soon. Mm-hmm. There's some big roads coming in. So in the next couple of years, so if you were to buy a house and not move in for a year because it's new construction, then maybe like 6 months later that road's going to be there. There's an area called Ridgeview which overlooks Lake Louisa, and then there's going to be a road right there that takes you to the 429. So then you take the 429, you're right at Disney.
I'm excited for that road, and we're hoping to move from our location in the next couple years. And I think Claremont could be where we could end up again in that area, knowing that access road is right there. 18 minutes, I think they said, from Claremont area, Mineola area.
Now it would be 35, 40 minutes. But I would get in before that road is completed because those prices are going to go.
Right.
Access to the number one tourist attraction in the world is not going to hurt the value.
Chris Dye wants to know if Florida has the high-speed train system. What's the latest on that? The Miami to Orlando. Has that been scrapped? Are they still working on it?
They're doing it. It's just going to take a while. If you drive towards Cape Kennedy or Cocoa Beach, the road that you go to take that is where they're building the train. And they're working on it, but they have to build bridges over every waterway.
Okay.
It's going to take them a long time.
Yeah, it can take a while.
We will continue this discussion and do the house tour right after the fireworks, everybody. We are less than 2 minutes away. Usually I'm giving you this countdown on Main Street. Tonight, we are from the home and the patio of Victor Nawrocki. So, let's get this set up here. I've never seen it from here, so this is pretty exciting. It's going to be expensive to the train, says Amanda. Let's see. All right. We should be ready to roll. We'll roll some audio from here. Be nice if you had a direct speaker from Disney, right? Pipe it right in.
Don't tempt me. I don't know how to do that, but I wish there was somebody who was broadcasting 24/7 from there.
Pamela Hoffman says, when I buy the winning lottery ticket, I'm calling Victor. I would absolutely love to see the fireworks from my home.
If you win the lottery, move to Golden Oak.
Yes, Golden Oak. For sure. All right, we should just be seconds away. So as soon as it turns to 6:30, hit the video.
Would.
Boom, we're good.
You usually see something like there you go.
There it is.
Searchlight. That'll be it. There you go.
I think we're off by like 2 seconds. Ready, set, go.
Good evening.
I think we're right on target.
In a most enchanted place, one overflowing with the magic of dreams.
And Isaac is here. What's up, Isaac?
Those who venture here
Tops off a perfect night.
in search of this magic, leave inspired, change by what they discover.
Chris wants to know if you can see the Epcot fireworks from here.
No.
We cannot see the Epcot fireworks from here.
No, but I'm thinking of getting an escape hatch on my roof so I can.
So long,
We're going to put a tower on Victor's house.
Yes, I think if I stood on the roof, I could see it. The
Hi,
happy,
Paul.
the happy faces at 6 minutes are really great. Especially when they reflect. Oh my God.
All right. Actually, I think we're about 3 seconds off. I'm a perfectionist.
Boy. You are.
Hi to everybody from the UK.
Tomorrow at 6:30 I'll be out.
Why is it so early tonight? Is there a special
Because they have
event?
the fireworks tonight.
Yeah, they have two.
Victor, you could come out tonight at, what is it, at 11:30 or midnight?
Yeah.
What they're redoing Enchantment?
No, this is special New Year's Eve fireworks tonight and tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
usually at 8.
How cool is
That's
that,
all
Joe?
across the park.
How
So
cool is
they-
that?
That's multi.
But you know what? When you live here, you can't get to the park, as often as you'd like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But here you feel like you're part of it.
We're here. We're right here. Look at that.
And I don't have to go and get in line.
Nope.
Go to my car.
You can
Right.
even see the lights from the castle. There they
But
are.
I'm 10 minutes away. I could be at the Grand Floridian in town.
You can even see the Big Dipper tonight. With the lights from Disneyland.
Boy, we got a great night for this.
It's clear.
The reflection is never that good. This is the best. When there's a little ripple on the water, it's nice, but it's not like this. Oh, that one's good.
Look at that. It's hard to believe it was this close to never seen it.
I know.
Crazy.
There's a couple that are really closer. Legato and Cypress Reserve, but they didn't have anything that I really liked as far as the house. So this reflection made it for me.
Mike likes the reflection in the water.
Yeah, reflection is everything.
It's
There's
incredible.
the happy face.
See that smile?
Yep. It's incredible. There's the boxes.
I love them when they change colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, spotlights coming right up. I love the orchestra transitions on it. Better than the summer last
See, us lay people.
This
don't
is a
know.
nice segment of
year.
Enchantment.
I know.
This is probably my favorite section of Enchantment.
You can fly, you can fly.
All the, yeah, you can recognize all the little pieces, the notes.
Look at that. Wow.
Isn't it great?
This is incredible.
I just sold a house in Summer Lake, and you can see it from the backyard.
It's amazing.
When we looked here, none of the houses that we would be interested were available.
Yeah.
There were houses across the way, but it was away from the community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they had a good deal there.
I think I had already bought when you.
You did?
Yeah.
You got the last one here.
I got the last unicorn. That's what I always say. They're much higher than they were before.
It is Disney in your backyard, that's for sure.
Sure is.
And the funny thing is, you look around.
Yeah, it's moving.
I wish I had done more Christmas lights out here. I just didn't get into it this year. 'Cause I love what that house did there,
Yeah, that's nice.
and the reflection.
Imagine if everybody did that.
Sometimes the world seems against you. The journey may lead a star. But scars can heal and reveal just
Boy, the timing really is good now.
people you love will change you. The things you learn will guide you. And nothing earth can silence the quiet voice still inside you. And so, we have found what we seek. The magic of dreams come true, in fact, lies within you. This magical kingdom remains a beacon to those with a wishing heart, gifting every person who walks through these gates this enchantment. Look inside yourself and realize that you have everything you need to make all your dreams come true. Anything is possible, for you are the magic.
Just believe and close your eyes. You can go anywhere I so.
Play this again for Alyssa. Let's go.
Yep. And it's his favorite song.
further away. It's like, am I going? I'm closer to Midtown. Yeah. Yes, I'm told that the day
There it is, everybody.
Whoa!
We've brought you Enchantment from Main Street. We brought you Enchantment from the outside restrooms of Tangled. And we brought you Enchantment from the, where was it? From the carousel behind the castle. And now we bring it to you from one of the greatest spots just outside of Disney. A mile and a half, or no, a mile and a half, less than a mile and a half, right? From about a mile and a half from Magic Kingdom. We're here on Victor Nawrocki's patio. Just so amazing. We can check our distance right here. Approximately
it's less than 2, but more
less
than
than
1.
2. We got it. So cool. So we're going to continue our stream from Victor's home. If you're just joining us, Victor is a realtor here in Orlando. And if you want to realize your dream of living near Disney just like that, that's his specialty.
Yes.
And we're going to take a look at, we're going to do a house tour.
Look at this.
Probably at Disney. I love that. That would be suitable for all of us. For sure. So, let's see. I guess we have some questions. If you guys have questions, definitely ask them. And we also have a few questions that we are going to ask Victor.
Yes.
And then we'll finish with the house tour.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So, did you want me to do some questions first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's good.
All right.
I saw that.
Where would you like to go? Anywhere you'd like to be? Right there?
Yeah, right here.
Sounds good.
Good lighting.
All right. So how
I
long?
paid extra for this lighting. So
I love the backsplash and the oven and I want to say grill area.
Getting a custom home where you could pick out these type of things.
That backsplash looks very familiar.
Yours?
It looks extremely familiar.
Oh,
Did you borrow it?
what?
When we go home, I want to make sure we still have ours.
Hey, Grandma Grover.
Yes, sir.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what was funny?
You must have picked it.
One of my customers had a house, and I took pictures, and she goes, "Why are you showing me pictures of my own house?" And I go, "No, that's my house." And she goes, "Yeah, you picked the same things." I'm like, I did not remember at all. It was so funny.
Gray? Because ours is gray.
This is it's great, but it's a glass.
We have the exact one.
Grandma
Wow.
Grover, Victor gets to see this every night if he wants.
Yes, he does.
The fireworks, yeah.
Yeah. We have some questions
Okay.
coming in.
Oh, terrific.
Can you grab some of those for me? The questions for a second.
Where are they?
My YouTube won't load here.
Oh, questions here.
Yeah, the chat has some questions for him already.
Oh, great.
Oh, wait a minute. Mine's are coming up. Yeah.
You got them?
We both love them.
Okay.
I didn't bring my reading glasses.
If I don't read your question, just ask it again. I'm going to start when's the first one I notice?
I'm looking for questions.
See, me too. What is the Curtis family says? What is Victor's favorite restaurant at Disney?
Oh, that's tough. My favorite, Hoop-de-doo review. Yeah. You know why? Because I miss it.
It's been a long time,
I
hasn't
miss
it?
That's why it's my favorite. But I go to Columbia House a lot.
The Columbia Harbor House.
Well, yes. And then what's the other one I like to go to? Columbia Harbor House and Grand Floridian Cafe. I like
Excellent.
those. Yeah. I end up not trying the other ones because I like them so much.
well, hey, you got to go with what you love. It's hard to stay away from things that you love.
Yeah.
What types of budgets do you work with? Rebecca Peebles wants to know.
Oh, and I mean, honestly, I would say that if you want a single family home in Winter Garden, you're going to be in the 400s to start. If you're going to be in Claremont, you're going to be in the 300s to start. I have a Claremont home that's going to be in the 300s. I'm looking for someone with a condo in the 200s over in Lake Mary, things like that. So there's a variety of budgets. Around here in the 4 counties that I work, Osceola, Orange, Polk, and Lake, you're going to start in the 200s. There are some lower things, but they don't come without work. You know, you're going to have to work on them to get them, and that's a good investment. Way to get your money back.
Sure. Mike Harneman from the UK says, what started your love of Disney off?
I came here when I was 12 years old, and I remember riding on the monorail with my dad, and we went through the Contemporary, and I said, "Daddy, what's this?" And he said, "Oh, that's the Contemporary Hotel." I said, "Well, why didn't we stay there?" And he goes, because we were at a 192 hotel, and he goes, "Oh, they're booked up for 2 years." And I remember thinking, he tried. That was so sweet of him, you know. He goes, but I don't think my mother's afraid of heights, so she would not have liked it.
Oh, no. So how long have you been an agent?
It'll be 12 years now.
12 years. Nice. What did you do before that?
I was in sales and marketing.
That goes hand in
just
hand.
took the opportunity, and you know, I was lucky enough that I had the time to learn the industry before I had to make a living at it. So I mean, it wasn't like I see these agents that are so desperate to make a deal that they're pushing their clients' needs to the side, and I didn't have to do that. I really didn't have to do that. Everything was, you know. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. My first sale was in Celebration, a house that would now be worth in the high 500s. We paid 300.
Nice.
Under 300 for it, but yeah.
Things increase fast too, I'm sure.
They can. I mean, that was the time.
Equity,
to invest.
quick equity, right?
Yes.
How many homes do you help buyers purchase each year? Do you think?
Oh, at least 20.
Excellent.
20. So it's not too much, and I'm the sole agent working on it. So it's, you know, and I've got 6 in the line already for next year. So.
Do you work with both buyers and sellers?
Yeah, I work mostly with buyers though. That's my goal for 2022, to work with more sellers, because I had great success with them. I might as well do more of those. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What's the ratio of buyers to sellers that you represent, you think?
Oh, it's mostly
really
90% buyers. I really like the people who are coming here to be near Disney. Mm-hmm. You know, they're going to live a dream, you know, and because it's just, I feel like I get them. I know why they, you know, when I first start meeting with a buyer, you know, I ask them, what do you think you're going to do? Do you think you're going to go to Disney once a month? Or is your goal to work at Disney? You know, to have a part-time job, go to Disney every once in a, several times a week. Well, then I have to figure out where's the best place for you to do that, because you don't want to be in a different county. You don't want to be outside of, an hour or 2 away. You know, we have to figure out what will work with you and work within your budget. That's what I was saying earlier. Claremont is such a great area right now. Because it's going to have better access. Right now, it doesn't have that great access to Disney, but soon it will.
Mm-hmm.
And I say soon, I mean by years.
Yes.
A few years, it will easily have great access to Disney.
And I drive that route, and that route is kind of long. It's kind of long from Disney when you've got to drive through it.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Stop and go and all that, but now there's going to be 2 access roads.
Yeah.
That'll take you to Disney.
That'll make all the difference in the world.
Yeah.
So definitely check out DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com for all the socials, everybody.
Yes.
All the information you need to gather for Victor is right there. The Curtis family says, best thing, past and present of Disney. What do you think?
What, my best thing?
Best
Past and present.
best
Disney.
thing, past and present
Well, it's not
of Disney.
It's not Bob Chapek, that's for sure.
We'll all hail to that one.
Bob Paycheck.
Bob Paycheck, yes, it's not him.
No, it's not
No,
Bob
no.
Paycheck. I say that all the time.
But best thing. That's a good question.
What was your favorite thing 10 years ago, before you moved
Well,
here?
before I moved here,
What was your favorite thing that they knocked down?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
20,000 Leagues.
Ah.
Everybody loved the
That
submarine.
made me so sad because I remember where I sat. My sister always laughs because I told her was able to tell she's 3 years older than me, as I always point out, but I told her every ride that we went on and where I sat.
I remember going on 20,000 Leagues.
You know, she's like, she goes, what was that? I'm like, I don't even want to talk to you. You're not blood. You can't be blood. You don't remember where we sat and what we saw? I loved that.
Wasn't it criminal when it became Ariel's Grotto? What was that?
Yeah.
What did they do? What? Why?
Yeah, I went on the one Nemo, the
In California?
in California. I went on that and I enjoyed it. I did like it. I was glad it was still there, in some form. And then the Jungle Cruise to me is just, I just love the Jungle Cruise.
So what do you love
I laugh at
more?
all those
Jingle
little jokes.
Cruise or Jungle Cruise?
Jungle.
Jungle. The
You can't get on
OG, the
Jingle
original.
Cruise. It's a 9-hour wait.
Yeah.
we didn't even get on it. We've gone there so many times.
I don't like lightning.
Unless you hop the
passes.
ropes. The ropes. You can hop the ropes, you know.
So
at
that's
Jungle Cruise.
important. Victor does not like Lightning Lane
Yes.
or the Genie Plus,
Ah,
right? So we're old fashioned. We like the old fast pass system.
yeah,
It's
good.
not working. It's just not working.
I wasn't crazy about the paper passes because it was so easy to misplace them. But then
When you did the,
you find one that someone lost.
It's yours. I almost feel like I've done that on vacation.
I found one for Splash Mountain in the parking lot as I was leaving, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is for like in 20 minutes. Wait. Went back.
But here's a good one for you, Victor,
Yes.
from Mrs. Woodison.
Yes.
And you know this because you know it personally.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love and not love about the celebration area?
oh, celebration.
Celebration. And you
Well-
know it very well.
I will tell you, I adore the way it is designed. It is a great little community. It is everything they intended it to be. I do not like the new section that they're building, but hey, it's off. It's like the ugly cousin that you put in the chair by the bathroom. You know, it's like it's like I don't have any one of those anyway. But it's like it's just not a welcome part to it. But Celebration itself, the original section, has 8 miles of walking trails. It has a great community center, the town center. I don't like the way the management of the town center is. I think they're taking advantage of everybody who rents the space there by charging them too much and not giving them enough things. But that doesn't, to us who we're going to they got a great ice cream parlor, they've got pizza, they've got everything there. It's really a nice community center. Now, I don't like the fact that they took away a lot of the community events that they used to have. They used to have fireworks on the 4th of July. They still have their 4th of July parade, things like that. Wonderful community. The prices are back to the way they were originally. I just sold a house in there recently.
All right, Jillian has a question for us.
Yes, Jillian.
Do you have any references I can call?
Do I have references? Go to my Facebook page and ask. And then my customers will respond. That's what I think is the best way to do it. Because if I give you a reference, of course they're going to like me. Mm-hmm. I'd rather have people just say, yeah, this is what, and ask a question there. So Nawrocki Realtor at Facebook is, and that'll be on my Disney at Your Doorstep.
And some will do it live.
What?
Some will do it
Some will
live,
do it live.
during your streams.
Yes.
Just ask
Yes.
the right question, and
Yes.
you'll get an answer from a reference.
Yeah, I find that's the best way to get references for me. Yeah.
All right. Next question. Will I be working with you individually or with the team?
You'll be working with me individually. I don't like the way teams work because they'll pawn you off on someone who doesn't have anything to do. Why would you want to do that? Why do they have nothing to do? You know. So if I'm available, I usually have enough time to work with people. I rarely have to tell people I can't meet them that day or something like that. So you got to give me like a week or two notice, and I'll be able to. I can fit in the schedule. What's good is people are flying in. They're flying in on a schedule, so I can book time out with them. I will tell you though, if your priority is to go to Disney World before seeing me, I know you're not buying anything. I know you're not buying. Because you wouldn't do that. This is important.
Yes.
You're going to be at Disney every single day that you can live here. You could go any day you want. So you're going to go to Disney before you go to look at your new house? No. You're not interested. You're not serious. And that's fine. That's fine. There's lots of open houses I can point you in the direction of, lots of community centers, things.
Yeah.
David and Nessie said, just curious, where are the closest rural farm properties to Disney?
Rural farm properties?
There are.
There are some. Just so one of my brokers I work with bought some in Kissimmee, and I would suggest Claremont as well.
In Winter Garden also.
There are some in Winter Garden. I haven't sold any there. There's around this area you could find 5-10 acres. Yeah, easy.
We have cows 5 minutes from our house.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I see cows all the time.
Well, sometimes let me tell you about those. Sometimes that is a land that has been purchased by a builder, and what they've done is got an agricultural. They list it as an agricultural.
They get a tax break.
Yeah, for a tax break, and they're treating the animals very poorly. It's very horrible, and I wish I knew somebody. I wish I knew a pro bono lawyer out there who could work with me, because I don't think the builders should take advantage of that. They should give it to the homeless, give it to veterans, do something if they want to offset their taxes.
I'll get FFA on that, Future Farmers of America.
Yeah.
I'm a member.
We'll talk.
All
Because
right.
it's cruel to the animals.
Right.
There's lightning strikes, they're scared, they have nowhere to hide.
Right.
And and they have calves, and they just stagger around and nobody's taking care of them.
Well,
Everyone always underestimates the importance of these animals. And
they're
it's really
very
upsetting.
important. Just so where we live, if you go straight up Avalon Road,
Yes.
going north,
There's some farms.
you're going to a rural area in Winter Garden.
Yes.
Winter Garden's interesting
It's got farms.
because where Victor lives and where we live, there are beautiful new developments. But if you go a little further north, and I'm talking only 2 or 3 miles, suddenly there's sprawling ranches.
Yes.
Where people own horses, and it's farms. There used to be many orange groves, but unfortunately in the 80s, there was it's either a freeze or a disease that did in the orange groves. It's kind of sad.
A lot of them did go,
Yes.
yeah.
It's kind of sad because the orange groves are beautiful, but you're getting these brand new developments. But David, you can move into an area and have no clue that you're anywhere near Disney. No clue. The only reason Victor knows he's near Disney is because of those fireworks. And he's a mile away from the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
You'd have no clue if you were not told you're by Disney World, where Victor lives, that this is near Disney World.
There's a great area, Plant Street, where they used to have all the oranges used to come in on the trains and they'd be dispersed. And it's a beautiful shopping district right now. Have you ever been there? Plant Street?
Well, the rest
Oh, you got to do a live stream from Plant Street.
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
beautiful
You
there.
have to show people.
Okay.
I love that
Plant
area.
Street.
On a
Okay.
Saturday.
Great food.
Okay.
On a Saturday, they have the farmer's market.
Okay.
It's a wonderful area. They got a little theater there, like 230 seats.
Beautiful there.
the
Really,
restaurant is great.
Okay. How far is that from here?
20 minutes?
It's closer to you.
Okay.
It's off 429.
Okay.
You don't have to go 429, but it's off of 429 on your way home.
Okay. Mike Harneman wants to know, what impact has the pandemic had on potential buyers?
Oh God, I would have thought an exact opposite. But what's happened, I feel, is that When the pandemic hit in March of 2020 and everybody was supposed to stay home, everybody did for 2 months. I mean, everybody canceled. Everybody canceled. And I was a little worried. I'm like going, oh boy, it's a good thing I don't have a big mortgage. But then after that, what I'm finding is a lot of my customers got approved to work from home. Now, if you're going to work from home, do you want your home to be really boring, or do you want Disney at your doorstep?
Disney at your doorstep.
The majority of my customers are still working, but they're working from home. So what are you going to do? You're going to retire? You want to retire? I've sold 8 homes in a retirement community that's in Claremont, and a lot of them are still working. I sold a house we closed 2 days ago. Husband's going to be working from home. So the biggest thing that's changed is they're asking for a room with a home office. That's the biggest thing that's changed. And it's pretty amazing how many people are so they're still working, they're not unemployed, and they're working from home.
Homes are selling crazily here.
Yeah, there's limited supply right now, which has driven up the price, but the low interest rates have helped with the payments a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's an important one to say.
I mean, if you're at 3%, when I bought my first house, it was after 2000 and after 9/11, and the interest rates went down, and they thought 7 and 8% was a great rate. 7 and 8%. Now it's at 3.
Which is when we bought, so we couldn't go any higher than 200,000. 5 years ago.
It's like the banks.
When I've talked to Tammy, I've said, hey, we could probably look a little closer to Claremont now. Oh, that's in the 300,000s. I'm like, but we can afford it.
Yes.
Because the rates are down.
Yes, and honestly, the best it's so good to talk to me. I'll always talk to a customer, but the best person, if you're getting a loan, to talk to is the lender first, because he or she will tell you what your payments are going to be, what to expect, what your taxes should be. They know how much this is going to cost you monthly. And I always say the worst thing I feel the most uncomfortable when I know somebody has extended themselves too far. And I had a customer that did that recently. They really overextended themselves. Little did I know that she was going to get double the salary next year. So that was great.
Yay, a success story.
Mrs. Wooderson asks, what are the up-and-coming areas of Orlando?
Okay. Where we are right now is Horizon West. So I would say Horizon West and Claremont are in, and they're, for those of you who don't know, if you're familiar with Coronado Springs, okay, everybody knows where that's located. At the corner there is Western Way.
Yes.
If you go 3 miles east, West. Thank you. Dyslexic.
It is Western Way.
Yes, it's that might have been a clue. Okay, so down Western Way, 3 miles, you're at Flamingo Crossing, which is a new shopping plaza. That's Horizon West. It's 33 square miles, so it's a little smaller than Disney. And there's several new communities coming in from top builders right in that area. Ashton Woods, who built this home, is coming in. Toll Brothers, Taylor Morrison, M.I. Homes, K. Havnanian, and Del Webb, Dreamfinders.
D.R. Horton.
D.R. Horton, yeah.
Don't forget about them.
Yeah, don't forget about D.R. Horton, yeah. So there's that is a real area. And Claremont is probably the best area as far as maybe the opportunity for a good price.
Christi asks, do you only do residential real estate, or are you also into commercial?
I don't do commercial. I don't. If I had a team, I would do commercial, but I don't do commercial. I could always refer you to somebody.
Corey wants to make an offer on the castle. Can you write him up an offer? Sure.
Let's do that.
Discount.
Let's do that. Sam Dean said, is this the kitchen at Graceland? Let's see. Yeah.
How does your commission work?
Sellers pay it. You don't have to worry about it. There's no now. You have to be careful though.
That's really good that the sellers pay that.
There will be sometimes you have to be careful that your realtor isn't trying to get an extra percentage point or something. Make sure you read what they have you sign beforehand. That they're not trying to get an extra percentage point. There's a builder that charges, and actually they're one of the worst builders. They charge an extra percentage to the buyer, and to pay the commissions, which they're charging. Nobody does that, but they do it. They think they can get away with it because they slip it in.
Right.
It's nasty.
Very interesting thing about Horizon West that Victor was talking about. It's a planned community.
Yes.
So it was all orange groves and farms. And when the orange growers could not produce crop anymore, I read all about this. And what they did was eventually they got together and they decided to finally sell the property that they had these groves on. So for the developments, it's broken up into 5 distinct sections, and there's infrastructure for those sections. So you've got new schools. I saw, Mrs. Woodison, what you wrote. There are new schools being built not far from this house right now.
Right now,
There's a brand new high school that was just opened up in September.
Yep.
That is gorgeous.
Yes, it's amazing.
I mean, it rivals any high school we saw.
And they have a new high school in Windermere as
Right,
well.
and a new high school in Windermere. They rival the high schools we saw in Long Island, where we were paying $15,000 or more in taxes. So by our community, they're building a brand new elementary school. They're building a middle school right across the street from the new high school, which is right here. So the infrastructure is coming. You just have to be patient. We're getting new shopping that's closer to here. You know, for us who live in big cities, it's kind of weird at the beginning, but the infrastructure is coming, and these are planned communities, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they have right near me. There's the new the Publix grocery store. We have a new shopping plaza coming in across the street from my community. So I always say the best people, luckiest people, are the ones with infants, because by the time your kid's 5 years old and going to school, you got everything will be here, everything. So that's a little bit better.
And one of the last and final questions.
Okay.
How do you help buyers compete in this market?
How do you help buyers compete? Well, that's it. Everyone's different. The thing is, the way you compete is by being prepared. So, for example, like I said earlier, if I go into a house, someone came into the house across the street and said, I would love to buy this house. Well, great. There's 20 people ahead of you, and they've all been pre-approved. Have you been pre-approved? No. You might as well forget it, because tomorrow it's sold. It's a very competitive marketplace. Nobody holds anything for anyone. So the way you compete is by being prepared, knowing what your payments are going to be, because I have seen buyers, not mine, but I have seen buyers learn a little bit too late what their payments are and what would work for them. But in most cases, it's a little bit less than what you pay in rent. Many cases.
It is true in Florida. It really is true. I'm going to combine 2 questions from David and Essie and the Curtis family, just about HOAs.
Yeah.
What are the average cost, if you could average that? And do most areas now charge monthly HOAs?
Well, here's the thing. An HOA is a payment for something. Okay. So your community grooming, your features, your pool, the community pool that you have, the tennis courts. Celebration, actually, one of the benefits I think of Celebration is it has actually pretty reasonable HOA fees and a CDD, but they're still pretty reasonable for everything that you get. Now you have to weigh it with, do you want to use those things? Now, I've been here 2 years in this home. I have yet to be to the community pool. So I'm not. So I knew that going in. I was going to use the pool maybe 3 times a year. That's it. But I always say the best thing is when you have a large family, because you get the benefit. The whole family. You have 5 kids. My gosh.
Throw them in the pool.
You know what? They're all going to. They all have equal benefits to the community. If you're by yourself, you may want to get something a little bit more modest, but you're paying for things. You know, and if you're paying for your HOA includes lawn care, well, let me tell you, it's going to be cheaper for you to pay it as part of the HOA than to pay it individually. Because my community doesn't include lawn care; I have to pay for it individually. I do not think it would cost an extra $110. It would probably cost an extra $60.
Right.
If they included it, which I want to get on the board and make them.
Yeah.
Get all
So, for
together.
example, what do they charge for HOA in this community?
Just under $100
Wow.
a month.
That is astoundingly cheap.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so now
But we don't
I
have
think
that
we
many
pay
people.
60 for ours, and we really don't get much for $60.
Yeah, sometimes. So I've seen some that are. I know one that's down not too far down Avalon, where it's less than $60, and they have a nice little community pool.
Okay.
You know, but that's so everybody's a little different. I like the ones that include lawn care, but
Sure.
we're in the higher end. We're in the higher end. We just got bumped up a little bit because we
Really?
got new landscapers. But when you have a brand new community, what happens is the HOA is not run by the people of the community. It's run by the builder.
yes,
The builder doesn't exactly spend the money correctly, to be honest with you, which is what we're finding out. So there could be a deficit. We pay over $200 a month, but we do have a big lot with water behind it. We do not have to do any lawn maintenance. We have a gym. We have a huge pool, 2 huge pools, a beautiful community area. It's beautiful. And I will tell you,
miniature golf.
miniature golf. We have yet to use it, just like Victor. But remember,
No, we use the pool.
you guys went to the pool. I haven't.
They had on the weekend in the summer, food trucks came.
Food
and
trucks.
We all ate it outside. Every week they had a different food truck. The kids used the pool. We had tennis courts. The kids played volleyball.
Right. But the main issue right now, to be totally frank with everybody, is it depends on how comfortable you are being around people in certain areas during the pandemic. You know, nobody wants to talk about it, but we have to be real. We moved during the middle of the pandemic. We had no qualms meeting Victor. We met him right before, and we moved straight through. We bought our house virtually.
Well, you're going to tell that story, right? You're going to tell us that story?
You know, we can tell our story. You know,
Yeah.
you want
I'll
to?
well, what I think the thing is Neil and Alyssa did the right thing, because what we did is we went around to individual communities, not looking at houses, but looking at the communities. And then we found the community that they liked, but there wasn't anything available for them. They weren't in a rush. So when something came available, we were able to jump on it. And that's the best thing to do, is get to understand where you feel that you want to be. Rather than looking at the individual houses, because a lot of times I'm dealing with people who are coming in for a couple of days, and you can't normally find a house in just a couple of days. You have to spend a little time looking to understand where you are. So,
But Victor made a whole folder up for us, and I
Okay.
did use that when we were
Oh,
looking
great.
for houses.
Right.
He gave us all the floor plans, all the houses that we'd be interested in. And then with us, it's going to be 2 years now that we came. I don't know if you remember Martin Luther King birthday. We went to.
oh, okay.
And Victor, no, we didn't go to the parks first. We went and we stayed with Victor for a couple of days.
Yes.
And he,
From morning till
he
night.
met us right when we got off the airplane. He's like, we're going, we're looking.
Wow.
And we were like, so to morning till night we were looking at all
Yeah,
the
did
communities that we thought.
Oh, I remember we went up to far up
To McAllister.
McAllister
We went
Landing.
up towards where you live. It's
And then
off
we-
of the lake.
Oh, you mentioned that, yeah.
Yes.
And then one of the things they said was, well, this community is not going to work for us. And then you say, well, you go, the one thing is you have to figure out, well, why isn't going to work for you? Well, I don't like how far it is from Disney. Well, then everything else around it isn't going to work for you either. So let's go close to Disney, and we just, they're 10 minutes to Disney.
Because Victor said if you move there, you're not going to be going every day.
And he's right.
He's right, because we go every day.
You do. You do.
And the interesting thing is,
We just get up and go.
And for all you that didn't know, Alyssa and Neil moved up from New York, and now they're here living the dream.
right,
Moved
Yes,
from New
I
York.
know.
Moved from New
no
York.
doubt. We went south. But so we did look in many of the areas that Victor's talking about. We went to Claremont. We were not closed-minded. And I did wear Mickey today. And my thought was, I'm going to wear Mickey Mouse, but if I talk to you guys, I'm going to say to you, you have to kind of think about Mickey Mouse when you're buying a home here, but you have to remember that this is your home, and Mickey is not the only thing that matters. Now, it does matter when you're talking about traffic and getting there quickly when you really love Disney, but you do have to realize you're going to pay a premium to live here.
Yeah.
You are going to pay a premium, and that premium has skyrocketed. It doesn't matter how much we paid and what the house is worth now, because the truth of the matter is, everywhere in this area that's new construction, the same thing is occurring. Exponentially, the prices have gone up.
And it's going across the country.
Real estate is through the roof. Now, could that bubble burst? Victor knows way better than me, but of course it can. I read, anything can happen at any time. But right now, to buy what we bought is going to cost anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 more than what we paid. So for somebody, like I saw Mrs. Woodison write about, using cash or, what's the best way to get in. The truth of the matter is right now, the sooner you make a move, the better off you are, because it's crazy how many people are coming here. There are people coming from all over the country, many from up north, coming down south, and they're coming to this area for good reason. They love Disney, and it's beautiful. Today, it was 84 degrees. It was sunny. It was gorgeous out. I know in other parts of the country, people do like winter. I am not downing winter at all. If you are into the snow and you like winter, enjoy. But it was gorgeous here today. It was like a summer day. So our children are grown. One of them is a Disney cast member. The other one goes to University of Miami. We did not put the schools as a priority. If your schools are the priority, Alyssa and I were high school teachers in New York City. I can tell you that the schools they're building in this area now are quality. I can't tell you how good the teachers are. This is Florida. I can say it, Victor wouldn't. They don't pay what they paid us in New York. They don't. So we don't know what the quality of the teachers are. We haven't met with them. We don't have kids in school. I'm not going to talk on that. I will tell you, though, the facilities they're building are magnificent. And I would assume the more people who move from certain areas, the better the staffs will become, because there are teachers that are relocating down here. And I'm not saying the teachers are bad here. Don't get me wrong. But pay scale does affect certain things. It does. That's quite simple. Now, what's our dream? You just watched the fireworks in Victor's house. We couldn't get a house here. There were none. There were a group of 8 houses from this community across a road. We liked them, but it was on the road. We didn't want to be on a road. And Victor has gone to many communities, and we watch what Victor does. And I'll tell you a little bit about the special things about Victor so you understand. Victor,
I'd like to know what they are.
Yeah, Victor knows. He knows very well that when you live near a road, at 3 o'clock in the morning, a truck can go down and you will wake up.
Yes.
Cars fly down. So although we like the homes there and we would have liked to have lived closer to Victor, it wasn't for us. What did Victor do for us?
A lot.
A lot. We bought our house virtually. He went to our house with his gimbal, just like you're watching the stream right now, numerous times. Videoed, took pictures
Of it being built.
of it being built through the steps. He went in there, and we saw what the builders were doing. It was so important and vital for us to see this, because
We couldn't get down
We
here
couldn't get here. We were not, we weren't allowed in Florida,
at the time.
and Floridians were not allowed in New York. So when talking about the pandemic sure it affected Alyssa and Neil. We bought during the height of the pandemic. Victor went, there's something called the drywall walkthrough,
Yes.
and Victor went there for us.
He checked everything.
He checked everything from A to Z. He went up to the second level when there was no second level. Okay, and said, this is where this is going to be. I mean, literally streaming this stuff that we would have never seen. Now, if I...
Actually, I'll be honest with you, it's better for me to do it than for the buyer because they look at the little things that are going to be fixed.
Yes, it was incredible. We knew what was happening step by step along the way. And we had somebody who was willing to do this. In New York, that would not happen. This was quite miraculous for us, and it made our lives so much easier. We called Victor because as soon as real estate could be sold in New York, after New York shut down, a day later, our house was sold.
Wow.
We were homeless. So we picked up the phone and said, Victor, this is not a joke anymore.
We have to get a house.
We need a house. And we were out by September. The people wanted to be in there and get their kid into school. So we did what we had to do.
And I did use the folder that Victor gave us studying the houses.
Yes.
Because we couldn't get here. So I was looking at the communities and what was available, and then I was looking online what was available. He gave us all the floor plans of the houses, when they'd be available, the neighborhoods. And then, we called him, and then he dealt with the realtors, the real estate.
Yep, it all worked out great.
And we picked a nicer house than we were going to get.
Yes.
Because the one that I wanted originally was not going to be built till January. And then we got a really good price on the house. We got the price that we asked, which we didn't think we were going to get. And then I said, let's just go for the better house, because they said it was going to be ready.
Well, you got the only balconies.
And this house is amazing. When you get up and you look out from your bedroom at a lake, 5 lakes you can see.
With fountains.
And we see the sun rising and the sun setting, and you can see the stars. It is amazing. And Victor used to do the videos, and he used to say, you're going to sit here and you're going to drink your coffee, and you're going to look out. And that's exactly what I do.
And the crazy thing is, so we have 2 cats, just like Victor has. Our cats had never seen outside, unless they were going to the vet in a carrier. Well, we enclosed our lanai like Victor did, and we have one from our bedroom. So the cats wake up in the morning, and they're standing by the door to the porch, which is all screened in. They want to go hang outside. They go outside and they sunbathe. So the cats, I have to tell you, the cats are living the life of leisure. It's pretty incredible. They're very happy. But so the community that we live in, we were looking at Legato that Victor brought up, which is literally outside of Magic Kingdom.
Oh my God, you cannot be closer.
It's 3 blocks from the castle.
Half a mile.
Half a mile, whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the house that we wanted available.
No.
First of all, when we needed it. And second of all, now you really have to think. Yes, you love Disney, but the fireworks
That's a little
are
too close.
right there. And they're very loud.
Yes.
They're very loud. And tonight they're going to go off at 11, 12 o'clock at night. So if you need to sleep, your house is going to be shaking from those fireworks. You're going to hear the train whistle when it starts working again. You're going to hear the bells from the boat, the Liberty, whatever the boat is called.
So what's the problem?
I mean, if you don't mind that all day long and all night long, it's okay. But where we live, and a lot of Victor's clients are trying to go there, it's really beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful community. We've already discussed what's there. And we did live in Long Island. It's urban. But we worked in New York City. We grew up in New York City. It takes a little while to get used to moving here when you come from from New York. But there are many good giveaways and trade-offs that we've made, and we miss our family or whatever, but they don't mind coming to visit us, and hopefully they'll be able to visit us a lot more when the pandemic is over. But we thank Victor, because Victor did an amazing job.
We would have never moved here if it was not for Victor.
No, Victor.
Wow,
Victor did it.
nice.
He got us. He got us here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One thing about here is that when I think this is a good distance to be away for the same reason. Because if I was living in Legato, yes, you're right. 11 o'clock, I would probably hear the fireworks. Remember that any house built after 2009 has double pane windows. I sleep through any fireworks that are here. But if I go out onto my patio, I hear the Liberty Bell ferry, steamboat. I hear the train when it goes, and I hear the electrical water pageant.
Ooh.
So, because that goes out right after the fireworks, I hear that. It makes you feel, because I can't get to the parks every day. Every time I think I'm going to go, I end up having to cancel because if someone calls and I start working on it, so it's really nice to be able to hear, you feel like you're part of it, But I can be in the Grand Floridian Cafe in 10 minutes.
That's
So
the
can
thing.
we. So we get up and we say, where do we want to eat?
We mobile order.
Let's go make a mobile
Right.
order.
The truth of the matter is, when things settle down from the scenario we're all in right now, you make that mobile order. You go to the Contemporary, or if you have an annual pass. See, now when you get the annual pass, it's very simple. You take your car and drive into the Ticket Transportation Center, and then you have access to every hotel that's in the Magic Kingdom path. You can even go to Epcot, and from there, and if you have your pass, go grab a bite. If you want to go to a Skyliner hotel, you do a mobile order, and you can mobile order. I hope you're not listening, Disney. You mobile order a cookie for $2 or $3, and then you could go to any of those hotels on the Skyliner and enjoy a meal. Now, of course, this is not for everybody, because you can lose a lot of money quickly. Alyssa and I do have to keep ourselves in control so that we don't end up losing our house. I'm joking. We're okay. But, you do have that flexibility living that close to here. You have a whim,
Yep.
and you just go.
Oh, I love going to Disney Springs.
Oh, yeah.
Love
We
going to
were
Disney
going
Springs.
there before we had our park passes. We were going there every day.
Really?
We still go there once or twice a week.
Yeah, I love it there. I love going to Disney
Right.
Springs.
We love walking. We love walking. One of the main considerations about moving down here, and I gave up a lot. Some of you saw me play. I am a professional trumpet player in New York, and listen, it's a lot different to come down here. I don't know anybody. So you get to that point in your life where you have to make a decision of what's important, what are your values, what are you doing? Is it only about yourself, or is it about your wife, your family? What's the quality of life? What's the quality of the air? I don't understand why, but the skies are blue in Florida. They are. The skies were not blue over Manhattan.
Nope.
No, there was smog. It was horrifying. So, and I'm not putting down the city. I'm a city person. I love New York. As Simon says, you can't tell from the accent. I love New York. Brooklyn born and bred. Moved out to Long Island. Love New York. My best friends are in New York. But as far as quality of life, and we live 7 minutes from the Western Gate to Disney World. We can get to Animal Kingdom like that. We can get to the Magic Kingdom like that. Epcot. When we go to the parks, we're home in no time.
10 minutes. It takes you longer to take the hotel bus, because we always used to take the hotel bus.
If you go to Manhattan,
Then now.
right? If you go to Manhattan on even a weeknight, you're hitting traffic. There's just no way around it. There's traffic. And I know people talk about the traffic on 4. Let me explain something to you. For us New Yorkers, the traffic is a joke here. And we're fine with whatever highways, etc. are going on.
Now we're also near Universal with 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And 15 to 20 to SeaWorld. So we go there also.
And if you want to be close to all 3 of those, you go to Dr. Phillips.
There you go.
That's the place.
Somebody did ask about Dr. Phillips and Windermere.
Okay.
Yes.
They're beautiful, less new construction. He'll tell you.
Yes.
They're beautiful areas.
Windermere's basically done
Yes.
with new construction. There's no-
More expensive. Maybe not anymore than Winter Garden, but there's just not enough land in those areas. Dr. Phillips has been developed for years, and so has Windermere.
Yeah, there's one builder I know is when they finish their one development, they're going to start another one in Dr. Phillips, and who knows? I was thinking that there was, there's definitely more land around if you look at the maps, but when a builder builds, they have to designate 50% of it to conservation around here. So there might be some more coming up, but the prices, I'd rather be in Claremont for the price points.
How about we get a tour of this fantastic house?
Yes, okay. Great. One thing, so
Is that part of the tour?
one of the things that we were mentioning is, I like to say to my customers, are you going to be going to Disney, a lot? Are you going to be working all day? If you're going to be working all day, well, then you may only be able to go for a couple of hours. And you won't want to go on the weekend when it's more crowded. So wouldn't you want to just be able to go in for a couple of hours after work? Well, you can't do that if you're out in, Brandon, out that's Braden and all those places out there. No. So it's like, but you are going to pay more of a premium. That's why I like Claremont, because you get both, best of both worlds. Okay, so let me show you some of the other stuff in my house. Got my...
For all of you that didn't see it earlier, we've got an overhead monorail system. How cool is that? And we've got 2 separate tracks, so they bypass each other.
Yes.
This one's talking.
Yeah.
He was talking. So we've got all of this here.
Turn it back on. Okay.
Let's head upstairs.
Got a lot of my Kevin John art. So it has a loft space here, and here's the room I never.
It's the workout
room. This is
room.
my New Year's resolution.
There you go.
This is my New Year's resolution. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
This room. This is my office, but I did it in Toy Story.
Look at that. Love it. Matches your shirt. You could go camouflage against the wall. We wouldn't find you.
Yeah, I love how this came out. I bought the stencils on Etsy, and the paint is called Grandma's Sweater, but it's a color paint. So this, sorry, it's a little mess, but this is the Jungle Cruise room.
Oh, yes. Look at this.
Now, everything I realized I had a lot of Jungle Cruise stuff, so I just put it all in one room.
That's good use of it. That's amazing.
This, now, I used to have a friend that worked at Disney, and when we could get into property control, I bought this at Property Control. This came from Treetop Village.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you imagine all the people who came and, used this bed, and I just love the idea that they were all enjoying themselves. And these are from Animal Kingdom.
Actual
Yes.
furniture from Animal Kingdom.
They're all in perfect shape. I mean, there's no problems with them. But they're from Animal Kingdom. I got them for like $10. I don't feel
Wow.
jealous. But there's a place online. I'll add it to the links that I put up.
Okay.
There's a place that you can buy the resort furniture. Not too much more money than I paid. So.
Yeah,
I
that's a
took this
cool
myself-
thing.
I took this picture.
Did you take
myself.
it? I was wondering if you
Yes.
took that
I got
picture.
myself when I got my new camera. I haven't used it much,
This is the jungle.
but yeah.
Yeah, look at the Jungle Cruise
This came from
sign.
Treetop Village.
Wow,
So it's
that is so cool.
the shipping crates. This came from Animal Kingdom.
Oh, the backside of water.
I bought that.
Oh, yeah.
I just bought, but yeah.
A backside of water.
Nice.
And then my bedroom, which I hope is clean. Let me show you this.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So again, the staircase is here. Laundry room.
Yeah, this is. I also realized I had a lot of Mary Poppins stuff, so I just put it all in one room.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, this is my friend Kevin John, who does is Disney artist.
Wow.
I met him when he was selling this one, and then he made this, and I have several of his pieces throughout the house. So
Jay Millsy said, so where do we find this on Airbnb? Look at that.
I used to have a short-term rental. That's where I got the idea of doing theming the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to have like a Cape May room, Jungle Cruise, things like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got double sinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Double
Kind of
sinks.
like Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Double
A lot of
mirrors.
stuff I bought on eBay.
Mary Poppins?
This is the shower of my dreams right here.
Oh, I love this. It's a bitch to sorry. It is difficult to clean, but it's my favorite part of the house. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's huge. All
I
glass.
love the stones at the bottom. It cost a little bit more, but it was worth it. It was worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But anything you could do later on that you can upgrade yourself is actually better for you because you're not going to be paying taxes on it every year.
Mm.
This is not included in the sale price. Sale price is
You don't have the bathtub, that's right.
no, I don't.
Forgot, okay.
You took away the.
We have that huge bathtub. I forgot.
Oh,
That's a huge
excuse
closet
me.
in
I'm
there.
sorry. I didn't mean to mention.
He has the huge
We haven't used it
bathtub.
once yet, Victor.
You know what? I had
No,
I
our kids use it.
in my house. In my house in Davenport, I had a huge bathtub. I had not once.
Victor, all I do is dust
You
it.
know those
Yeah,
things
exactly.
for basin, the
Come on, kitty. Don't.
Lucas goes in there. Body
Let me see. What else do I want to show you guys? This is a replica of the
His steps away.
street sign that was put in Dick Van Dyke's hometown.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So I saw that and I said, how can I get one?
That is really cool.
I can't believe I missed the opportunity to go out there.
That is a cool piece.
I was there for his 90th birthday. I was in Disneyland for his 90th birthday, and they had a party for him. And if you Google Dick Van Dyke Flash Mob birthday, you'll see me all dressed up.
Oh, nice.
You won't miss me.
I want to show them the picture of you and Dick Van Dyke one more time. In case you missed that from the open of the stream. Victor has some cool pictures here. Did you see that one, Jill? Him and Dick Van Dyke?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
When was that?
It was July 16th, 2015.
Oh, wow.
Are we going back to Monorail?
Yeah,
He's-
It's
no,
been talking.
I know, but the batteries are not moving.
Yeah, the batteries are
I gotta
dying.
put new batteries.
But that's amazing to walk
Should've
in
had it ready.
from your front door
Yeah,
and you get the monorail system right there.
yeah.
And this is the Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, very nice. Oh, look at this. It's the truckster.
Oh, yeah, that's when I had a short-term rental, and we got picked to have the truckster there. This is my niece, all dressed up as in Dalmatian. She ended up working in the Disney college program. It was wonderful for her. She learned a lot, and then now she has a big job at drug company. But
Victor, I'd like to see you fly like that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a great picture right there.
I love
Victor
that.
is flying.
He is.
Isn't it just a coincidence that the shadow looked like Mickey Mouse? It's
That's
just
quite a
amazing.
coincidence.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy. How did that happen?
Well, thank you for letting us in your home, and
Okay. Glad you.
it was very informational.
If there's anything people want to know about, they can just go to my
Yeah,
Facebook page and ask a question.
That's what I was gonna say. Any last things you want to say and keep in people's brains, or?
Well, oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, if you want to be here, you should start planning. It's always free to plan. It's always free to look. There's lots of resources out there, and you can always reach out to me and and ask some questions. So I love it when people ask questions on my Facebook page. So, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for joining us, everyone. This was great. It was great to see you all in here.
Great to have
We want to
us.
thank Victor for inviting us into his home. It was amazing, and Alyssa and Neil for sharing their story. We love you guys.
Thank you. We love you too.
And how can you not love Victor? Victor's amazing. And he really is. We've known him for a very short time, and we're so glad to have him in our lives now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He puts his heart and soul into what he does. It's just not a job. He really cares about his clients, which is something that is highly unusual. You'll want to be his friend, and that's not something
nice.
many people say about realtors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at all.
We still call them and ask questions, like things that are happening with our house, like taxes. We call them about taxes and questions sometimes we have about like things like the air conditioner system. We compare, and he always answers the phone, and he's always very nice and gives us the answers.
All really important things. Yep, for sure. So,
Good to hear.
so yeah, check him out once again at disneyatyourdoorstep.com.
Yes.
And you should get all the information, contact information, everything should be there for
I
you.
love when people become Facebook friends.
Yeah, join his Facebook.
Get those numbers up. I live stream from my house 2 times a week, the fireworks, and I usually, will add some stream like yours to it to get the sound at the same time. But it's you don't have to buy a house where you see the fireworks to enjoy living near Disney.
For sure.
No.
For sure.
I just wanted it so because I kept having to get into my car and drive out here. I'm like, I think I should live here.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, very good. So make sure that you join us in a little while. Jillian and I will be live. I don't know. Are you joining us?
No, we're going to head back to the house.
Jillian and I will be at Disney Springs live tonight, sometime around 8:30 or so. So just watch for the stream to start. When we end this stream, it will link you to the next stream. So we hope to see you all there and more in a little while, live from Disney Springs as we shop till we drop. So for Alyssa and Neil and Victor, and Jillian's been enjoying the kitties down there.
Yes.
I'm Corey, and we're living in Diz, and we'll see you in Disney Springs in just a little while. Thank you, everybody.